Hi guys, it's the Arty Gamer back again for another video in our channel. Of course, grab your teas, grab your coffees and maybe a little bit of food. And let's do this. Right then guys, and you know how this works. Let's take a sip of black coffee before we begin today's video today. Come on, join me. Beautiful. And of course, going on my Crash Bandicoot coaster there. And yes, guys, if you're new around here and you are into gaming retrospectives, complete and box experiences, art and graphic design, and of course, a whole load of gaming nostalgia, then yes, you are so in the right place here. So definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like to the video if you haven't already. And yes, guys, if you can handle the Artsy Gamers mess and madness and me constantly tripping up over my words, then yes, definitely consider popping on your notification bell, held up by tails there, so you know when my next video goes live. Wow, guys, we have had quite a different schedule, haven't we, recently? Over the weekend, we didn't do any drawing, but that was because we have actually already done our 800 subscriber art piece. Yes, we have actually done a horsey from Pokemon. It is in tip-top condition now with that logo slap bang at the bottom there, so you know you are that specific subscriber winner. Now, of course, we still haven't made it to 800 subscribers yet, guys. I think we are sat about 9 away, so I'm sure by the end of the week we will be giving that giveaway a launch, maybe around Friday, I don't know, but fingers crossed we get there. So yes, definitely stay tuned for when that video goes live, guys, because you could stand a chance of winning that horsey piece. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's what we didn't do over the weekend. What we did do was actually do a little bit of PlayStation 5 content, actually just looking into the depths of the UI, actually having a little bit of a look at the recent state of play. So yeah, we had a really fun time doing that. And of course, definitely check out those videos if you haven't already, because I really did enjoy doing them, but they were quite hefty. They were quite beefy. I put a lot of time into those. So I would love you to watch them if you are looking or considering getting a PlayStation 5 within the next few weeks. Yeah, because I know there are some people who are. But anyway, guys, with a lot of the game announcements, actually, one thing that really did catch my eye was, yeah, the new SPYRO that is going to be coming out soon. Oh my gosh. Now, this really did catch me off guard. It wasn't announced in the state of play. I think it was maybe announced in that summer festival. So yeah, it only has really just trickled down to me now. And it was in fact when I was watching Chloe's lives, one of a lovely fan of the channel, a content creator as well, was saying, oh my gosh, have you seen the new SPYRO? And I was like, actually, no. So I have sat away and watched the trailer. I think it is amazing. It really is bringing the spark of SPYRO, isn't it? I think it is still giving it that lovely cheeky aspect. So yeah, I cannot wait for that release and possibly get it. Yeah, I always say, oh, I'm going to get it day one. I never quite do, but you know, near enough. I would love to pick up that. So yeah, on the back of that, I was thinking we could dedicate our Monday story time to, yeah, maybe reverting back to this bad boy here on the PlayStation 2 and maybe have a little bit of a read of the story that is involved in here. And I think that'll be really cool because, yeah, is this story going to be helping develop the next one? Because, yeah, it's been about since, I think it was like 2008 since the last actual mainstream SPYRO game has released. Forgive me, I'm really not sure of the sequence or the timeline, but this is one of the games I've got here. I know it did kind of, yeah, encompass a lot of, well, previous, I would say, game mechanics of the others and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not too sure of the ins and outs of the actual timeline here. But, you know, there is a really lovely storyline and I think it'd be interesting to read it and then, yeah, maybe go back to this after playing this new one and go like, oh, okay, like, was there some links there? Was there not? So, yeah, I just thought this would be a really interesting one to read to you today because of that there. So, yeah, guys, now a story time isn't a complete and boxed experience. A complete and boxed experience is quite a dedicated video where we're looking at the front, the back, the manual, the disc, the gameplay. Obviously, we give it a bit of a sniff test. guys, don't ask. But yeah, this one really is, we just get it set up in the art studio. I do a very quick flick through the manual, but yeah, there is a really nice story to set the scene for this piece, and that is what I would like to read to you today. Because yes, all grand scheme of things, a bit of text, a nice story is a form of art in itself. And you know what I'm like, guys, I am the artsy game, and I appreciate any kind of art form. Right then, guys, so let's go and get set up in the artsy game studio, where we can just provide a bit better lighting on this manual as we flick through it, and then yeah, we'll take a little bit of a read. Oh, I can't wait. I'll see you over there. Okay, then, so here we are set up in the art studio, just so we can get a bit of a better light over this thing. And yeah, we can take a lovely read out of the manual of this piece here. So just a quick one, we will take a look at the front here and the back. Of course, I have done a full complete unbox experience of this on the channel, so definitely check that video out if you haven't already. Gosh, probably quite a way down now, but it is there. So yeah, here we go. Here is the back as well, but I would love to read just this little bit up here as well. This really does set the box on fire, I would say. I think they have done a really, really good piece here, actually. And oh gosh, I'm going to really restrain myself from going and saying like, oh, look at this screenshot. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the backdrop that this is resting on. No, this is very much a story time. Just really appreciating a lot of the text actually that is present in this box art here. And yeah, I do think this is actually really great. So here we go. We've got this bit at the top there, and it says, "Dragonflies missing, fire breath stolen. It seems Ripto is back with an evil plan, and everyone's favourite dragon is on a mission to stop him. Featuring tricky puzzles, dazzling levels, and all new breath weapons. This is definitely Spyro's hottest adventure." Yeah, so no pun intended when I said this really does set the back of the box on fire. So yeah, look, there we go. I think that really does wrap up this, and it's like, right, okay, I really am intrigued now. What has this next Spyro got to offer? And yeah, that would really want me to pick it up, and yeah, purchase and then investigate what is inside. So of course, here we go. I have, again, like I said, done the full works here, where we have taken a look at the lovely disc as well, of course, manual. But yeah, here we go. A very nice manual that is involved with Spyro Enter the Dragonflight full color. In fact, I have actually used this manual to yeah, help us out with some let's draws and let's colors. In fact, it was the Spyro Sparks, you know, the little dragonfly that I did quite a while ago now for one of my giveaways. Yeah, the Sparks was actually from this manual. It really did help me create that. So yeah, lots of inspiration has come from this manual as well. So we have focused quite a lot on Spyro actually, but weirdly, I haven't actually played on TikTok or anything. It has just very much been featuring on the YouTube. Yeah, not so much any gameplay of it, but yeah, here we go. So why not? Let's just pop this up there. Why not? Add to the backdrop. And yeah, let's take a sip of coffee before we take a flick through this. Here we go. Beautiful. All right then. So yeah, like I said, we will take a very quick flick through. I will really hold back and stop myself from going like, oh yeah, look at this character model. Oh, look at that character model. I mean, yeah, you know, already just look at that. But you can just kind of get an understanding of how well this manual is put together. Full color, lovely backdrops that everything is resting on. Really great, you know, look at the lovely waterfall there. And this will be the page that we are reading today, guys. It is a lovely little opening story. And yeah, like I said, it'll be interesting if anything is taken from this or will progress onto this brand new Spyro. It'll just be interesting to see, won't it, when the new game does come around. So yeah, that's the page that we'll be looking at there. And oh, look at the little dragonflies. But before we get there, let's just take a very quick flick through, not really stopping on much, but it'll just give you a bit of an understanding of how well this manual is put together. Although, guys, I would have to say I have played this game off camera, and oh gosh, it definitely isn't the best game to play, yeah, on the PlayStation 2. I think if you can pick this up on other consoles, probably for the better. PlayStation 2's version, well, this Spyro version, is very, very buggy. I think I may have mentioned it before. I'll be getting so far, then all of a sudden the game will crash, and then I'll have to start all over again. I don't know if it was, to be honest with you, I'm really not too sure why it was so bad. So yeah, maybe other consoles can do better with this game. And guys, let me know in the comments down below, what console would you prefer to play this game on? Because I know the PlayStation 2 version isn't great, which is such a shame because I'm such a lover of the PlayStation 2. And when some of these old school classics, you know, kind of get then be put on the PlayStation 2 from the PlayStation 1, etc., you know, it is really, really awesome. But it's a shame that it didn't quite work out here for PlayStation 2. But yeah, here we go. And we have an advertisement. We do love an advertisement there. And then what is on the back? Of course, it's Crash. I forgot actually, but yeah, where there's a Spyro, there's always a Crash. Where there's a Crash, there's always some sort of Spyro advertisement. So yeah, there we go. Interesting that it's showing the Platinum's edition there, isn't it? But yeah, there we go. That is my favorite game of all time, guys. If you didn't know, yeah, actually, not long completed it on TikTok. So yeah. Right then, guys. Okay, so
let's get you set up and ready for the working week. Sit back, little children, cross your legs and relax. And
we will read this lovely piece out of
SPYRO, Enter the Dragonfly.
Out of this manual. And like I say, it is an art form in itself. And I think it is very important to archive some of this. So yeah, here we go. What is this story telling us before we jump into the game? And like I said, will it take little elements of this storyline in the brand new one that's going to be coming out very soon? So here we go. Enter the Dragonfly. At the conclusion of the year of the Dragon Festival, young dragons from all over the dragon realms receive their own dragonfly. A momentous event in the life of every dragon. Dragonflies, each with a unique personality and a kazoo-like voice, fly in all over the dragon realms to be with their own dragon. Citizens from near and far come to witness this important event. With peace finally restored to the realms, the festival gets underway. Grand parade floats, hover in the air, and the dragons celebrate as they await the arrival of the dragonflies. However, unbeknownst to the dragons, a sinister plot is about to unfold. Oh my word. Okay, that's not looking good. That's not looking good. Okay, so catching the dragonflies. The diabolical fiend behind the latest sage has captured all of the dragonflies and scattered them throughout the land. Now the dragonflies are wily creatures that don't like being caught by anyone. So Spyro would be in quite a pickle if it wasn't for his bubble breath and the powers he possesses that will save the dragonflies and allow the proceedings to continue. Whoa, okay, so what an opening. And I tell you what, guys, after playing this game, I can really just envision that opening scene actually where it is all celebrations, parties here, food, drink, and yeah, and then all of a sudden, yeah, something kind of takes over, and then that is our chance to then get deep and dive into that game and get exploring to find all of these dragonflies and how they're going to help you and how many you need to catch, and then you just get stuck into the game, don't you? So yeah, but what an opening there. I think that is really, really lovely. Yeah, and it just, I would say what I often say actually,
Whets the appetite of the gamer.
To just get started. I think it is a really, really lovely opening story there. And like I said, it would be interesting to see if that kind of storyline does progress a little bit into this new one. Oh, well, there we go. That was our story time for today. Let's go and wrap up in the main studio. And we are back in the main studio to wrap up today's video. So yeah, that was today's story time of Spyro. Let's just bring him to the camera here, yeah. So what are your thoughts on this game? Do you have any actually bad experiences of playing this on the PlayStation 2 with regards to bugs and stuff like that? That will be very interesting to know. But yeah, there we are. I really enjoyed reading that to you today, guys. It's always a little bit of a fun one and a little bit of a shorter video as well to appeal to a wider audience. audience. Some people like longer videos, some people like shorter ones. So yeah, there we go. Trying to hopefully capture a wide range of people here to the Arty Gamer. So there we go. Also, just a quick one. This is one that I have actually packaged in a lovely little plastic seal. I'm doing that a lot with my PlayStation 2 games, especially ones that I think are quite nice with a lovely manual and stuff like that. I've just got a few here actually in my backdrop, especially a lot of my Harry Potters have all got a lovely plastic seal around them. I am actually going to be purchasing some more, so definitely stay tuned for the Artsy Gamer when I actually then go and repackage some of the other games I haven't quite managed to do yet, just because I ran out. So yes, I will be making another purchase there because I think it is really great to just keep them nice and pristine. Like I said, especially if I go out of my way to get a really nice copy for the complete in box experience. Right then, guys, well, yes, that is it for me today. I hope you have a good one, and of course I'll catch you in tomorrow's TikTok live and YouTube video. That is me, the Arty Gamer, over and out.